That's right, and we're back live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. Mi beautiful linda raza, do me a favor. If you like the dope content that we're dropping here on the daily, well, there's a like button right there. You can go ahead and hit that like button. Take a second. Just do it right now. That way we get it out of the way. You can go ahead and hit that like button if you're a supporter of the channel, man. And if you're not, you can go ahead and hit the thumbs down button. I call it the chinga tu madre button. That's for the creeps, the weirdos, the stalkers, the lurkers, the predators, the chomos, the cult leaders, and all their followers. Hey, hit the chinga tu madre. Maybe you don't like the way I get down. It's all to the good, man. I'm not here to try to please a motherfucking person. I'll tell you that. Hit that thumbs down right there. Si te gustas. And if you do support the channel, you can go ahead and hit the hype video button. Scroll to the right on the comments. You can scroll to the right, or where the like button is, you can scroll on that bar also to the right. There's the hype video button on both of those bars, and you can go ahead and hype the video just, to help the channel out, because it helps us reach wider and wider audiences, man. Before we get into the title of this video, this is a time right now where I'm remembering a friend of mine that I met all the way from Washington Middle School and Salinas High School. My friend Rosie Figueroa. Before we do that, let's go ahead and get to the formalities. Let's keep it professional, cabrones. Gracias to all the day oneers. Gracias to everyone inside the members only. The members only is the backbone of the community. I highly appreciate them more than they know. Gracias to the members only for their support, for the something 99 every single month. They get that captain level YouTube yarda wrench to whack anybody, and that green color to let people know that they are a member every time we go live, and they are in the chat. So shout out to the members only. And if you're new to the channel, stick around, man. We got nothing but banger after banger. We drop dope content over here, Chicano style, Chicano estilo, because someone had to come on this internet and represent this thing the right way. That's why we do what we do. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. It's not going to be a long video, but I do want to talk about a friend of mine. I do want to talk about an injustice that was done by the district attorney in Monterey County back in 2019. So look, I met my friend Rosie in middle school. This was back in 1993, 4, etc., right? She was just this muchacha that just had a lot of just glow, a lot of energy, very athletic. I mean, she was in all of the sports, and I'm not kidding you. I mean, all the sports, right? Very, very athletic. Baseball, volleyball, tennis, okay? Track. She did all of these sports, right? She was a Boricua, man. Shout out to all the Boricuas. And very just radiant, lovable person, man. Okay. And it was on the evening of December 19th in 2019, okay, when the news hit KSBW8, which is a local channel over here on the Central Coast in Monterey County in Salinas. It came out to about after, I think it was about after 10 p.m. that evening, that Rosie and her mother were leaving Memorial Hospital from visiting a loved one at Memorial Hospital that evening, okay? She's also a mother, and the child was not in the vehicle at the time of this horrific, tragic accident, okay? She's also a mother, so she is survived by one daughter and a brother, and then obviously her family. She also has family as well, still in the area. She left Memorial Hospital and was going up North Davis Road, which is on the very furthest west end of Salinas. Davis Road is actually next to the fields. It literally is the west end of Salinas. You can't get any further west. Any further west, you're leaving Salinas at that point. On North Davis Road. And as she is driving, and her mother, I believe, is sitting in the passenger seat, they're driving their vehicle up North Davis Road. The horrible, tragic accident happened. She was rear-ended by another vehicle so hard that the vehicle flipped 3 times in the air and ended up going off of the road and landing partially on a property line fence to someone's property off of the shoulder of the road. It was a horrific accident. Her and her mother were rushed over to the hospital and in critical condition. The mother, gracias a Dios, was able to get stabilized, even though she had bad injuries, but was able to get stabilized. But my friend Rosie Figueroa was not able to make it from the tragic accident, right? Now, you see the caption that I put on this video. It says, the justice system failed on this one. It absolutely is, man. It absolutely is. This is one of those kind of situations where it should have been very cut and dry, like very cut and dry, like, and it's another situation where I believe color of skin did have something to do with the outcome of this situation, okay? Maybe you've never heard me say that. Maybe you thought you had your premonitions or your prefixations on whatever my political views are or whatever, but that ain't the truth. That's actually the farthest from the truth, man. I've learned to be objective and see things for what they really are. So don't ask my opinion on anything unless you want to know the truth, because you may not like what I got to say, but it's going to be the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God, right? So there was 2 individuals, teenagers. They were driving this vehicle, okay? They are the perpetrators when this accident happened. As soon as this accident happened, PD pulled up, highway patrol, sheriffs, everyone pulled up because it's a horrible, horrible accident, right? And you only got 2 drivers. You only got 2 people in this car. This is an absolute fact. They did not deny the fact that they were not in the car when they pulled up. The only thing they did start doing, they started getting nervous. Who's a driver? And all this other stuff. But very cut and dry. You only got 2 drivers. There's only 2 people in this entire planet who could be guilty of causing the untimely passing away of my friend Rosie Figueroa, right? And so they pull up over there. They smell alcohol. I don't know if there was any kind of other substances, etc. They run a make on these 2 boys. They're coming out of Carmel, California. So Carmel is a little bit more, it's not a little bit, it's a lot more exclusive, a lot more high end. I mean, $5-10 million houses, some $15-20 million houses in Carmel. Gorgeous, gorgeous city in the 831, right off of the coast, right off of the cliffs. Looks like a little Lord of the Rings kind of cottage kind of city, but also has houses made of glass, houses made of timber. I mean, just custom houses, right? And so they get arrested, these 2 boys, right? Well, these 2 boys don't even get to see a single jail cell. They don't go to jail for this. I'm sure the reason they got let go, I'm positive, the reason they got let go, OR, whatever you want to call it, or just let go from the police station is because, gente, this is the reality of the world we live in, is that money talks and bullshit takes the bus. That's just reality. I'm sure family members ended up retaining lawyers, and they absolutely made phone calls behind the scenes, and they didn't even step foot inside of a jail cell. Now, you tell me, raza, you tell me, if this was a pinche Chicano with some kind of street jacket record, rap sheet, would he have been let go? Not even if he was a Chicano. Let's just say he was another demographic, right? And part of another community, but he had a rap sheet. Would he have been let go? But no phone calls were made, and these two youngsters never stepped inside of a jail cell, okay? And then the most shocking thing happened about a year later. The most shocking thing, as the family from mi amiga Rosie is keeping faith in the justice system, that justice will prevail. Justice will arise in this situation because, again, there's only two pendejos that it could be, right? Instead, in a shocking twist, about a year after the situation happened, guess what happened? They ended up dismissing the whole thing. The whole case, the whole thing got thrown outside the court. And the only thing the judge said, I know. The only thing, the closing statements to the case on what the judge said, why he's throwing this thing out, were because of all of the errors in the case, all of the discrepancies in the reports, all of the blah, 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 blah that we don't give a flying rip about. The people that want justice, we don't give a shit. There's only two people it could have been in this world. But you want to find a legal loophole and technicality to throw this case out. And I am blown away, man, at the result. They let this go. And to this day, right now, December, which is the anniversary year now, 6 years since our friend's passing in Salinas. To this day, there has been absolutely zero justice prevailed. Now, again, this is not a channel where we're throwing, los gabachos, los güeros, or none of that shit. But we do know that there are systems that are broken in this country. This country is not perfect. Is it the best country in the world? Absolutely it is. You don't think so? Well, why are so many people trying to get to this country? Just answer me that. Again, not trying to get political or anything. I'm just calling it how I simply see it, man. This is a country where I do believe my children are going to prosper. And because they have the example of their father and their mother prospering with a lot of adversity in this country, right? But the justice system is very much broken, and this is another prime example. There was a change.org petition to be able to unseal the case and get this thing back tried. Now that both of those youngsters are adults now, the only thing they ordered was one youngster to do like rehab. He went to like a rehab for 60 days, which I'm sure was some kind of posh rehab with tennis courts, buffets, all you can eat, silver platters. And that was during this whole trial. But since they retained the Johnny Cochrans of Monterey County, the Mark Shapiros of Monterey County, they never stepped inside of a single jail. And my friend, she's actually buried only 4 or 5 rows behind my mother in the same section, the same side. She's there. There's a daughter without a mother. There are parents without a daughter. There's a brother without a sister. So I'm calling on the district attorney of Monterey County. If you're seeing this or anyone wants to share this video over with the district attorney of Monterey County, do the right thing. Please, please do the right thing. Someone needs to be accountable for the negligence that was done, and a little rehab and some probation is not it. Is not it. So, gente, I'm going to end this video. If you like this video, do me a favor. You can like the video. You can dislike the video. You can hype the video. Gente, I'm out. I did this strictly for one reason, is I want to keep my friend's memory alive, man. She was like literally the most popular girl in middle school and like the most popular, loved girl in all of Salinas high school. Rest in peace, amiga. I walk by her headstone sometimes. Y ahí le digo, ¿cómo estás, amiga? The way we used to joke and laugh. And she would see us cholos back in the day and say, you guys are crazy. You guys are all the pinche peleas we would get into and all the chaos. Amiga, rest in peace to the family. My deepest condolences. 6 years have gone by, but not enough time. Never will there be enough time to go by that is going to heal any kind of wounds. But my condolences over to the family. Gente, I'm out. I appreciate your support to the channel. Hit that like button if you like this kind of content. I know it's a little bit different, but this is some real shit for the community of Salinas. Justice needs to be served, and we're calling on the district attorney to do the right thing. Don't forget to help others move in excellence, because it's going to bless them. It's going to bless you at the same time. Gente, I'm out to the next episode.